An outsider? No reason to stop in Kynesgrove. Nosy one, huh? I was a mage back in Morrowind. I lend my talents to the mines here, helping them keep the tunnels safe. By Azura, it gets hot in there. I use frost salts for a potion to keep the heat bearable, but I'm out. If you want to go to the trouble, feel free. I suppose I could offer you a bit of free alteration training when you get back. Well, well. You actually did what you said you were going to do. I'm impressed. Here, let me teach you a thing or two about alteration magic. It's the least I can do. Not here. Definitely not here. You want to learn? Join the college in Winterhold. They'll deal with it. I can certainly share a bit of what I know. Until next time.
If you bring mead, you're welcome here. Even if you don't, you're still welcome. Well, a lifetime of study, you might say. The best comes from Riften, but I haven't been there in years. Ever tried making your own? It's, not easy, trust me. Yes, I've wandered a bit, but I always come back to Kynesgrove. My clan was one of the first to settle here. Legend says that my forefather, Lena, discovered the mines after he stumbled into a dark cave to relieve himself. Too much mead. Of course, there's another story of Lena losing the family shield in a different cave. So it depends on who you believe. According to my grandfather, at least. He swore that version of the legend was true. Even found the cave old Lena stumbled into. Hey, if you find it, I could show you some of the clan's favorite fighting moves. They're all shield techniques. Hopefully that story about Lena's shield is true.
on, do something!
Cleared out, I guess.
Important deliveries to make. No time for chatting.
What was that? Come on! Someone there. Yeah.
Is someone there?
Fools! Fools!
Good enough. Yes.
Someone there.
What was that? Must be my imagination.
Foos! We're one of the same kind, you and I. I'm glad to have met you.
Have you heard? There's been another dragon attack. Kynesgrove this time.
I visited the meaderies of Riften once, as a lad. Oh, wish I had my clan's shield. So Lena really did stumble into that cave, and was eaten by monsters. In honor of his memory, let me show you a few shield techniques. And tell me if you're leaving town. Be good to travel again.
Oh, great. Another wanderer. Slumming it on your way to Windhelm. Wouldn't even be here if it weren't for my idiot sister.
Seen the remnants of the grove? That? Well, we got the mill up and running before we found out that the big stand of trees on the hill was sacred. Now we can't cut them, and we can't afford to buy another mill somewhere else. So we scrounge whatever we can from around the tundra. Mm-hmm.
I've never seen you before. Leave me alone.
Got to keep my eyes open. Damn dragons could swoop down at any time. I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of mead.
Mining is hard work, but we pay a fair price for any ore you dig up. Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter. So it seems the milk drinkers were right. That dragon was nearly the death of us. All we can do now is rebuild. Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't even be here if it weren't for my idiot sister. I can't believe she dragged me all the way to this snowball. I'd rather be broke in Cyrodiil than broke here.
Did you see my husband already? I'm sorry. He can come up. I hope you'll stay for a bit. We could certainly use the business. Yeah, mm-hmm.
So what's your story? Myself under Ulfric's banner. Fight or die well. Oh, why'd you You join the storm. I'll fight the entire Legion myself if they dare show their faces here.
There's been word of some trouble nearby. I probably shouldn't tell everyone who asks. This is important business, you know. No, I think I've got this one. Thanks, though. There's been word of some trouble nearby. I'm on my way to investigate.
Not this day! I'm gonna put you down! We're routed! Fall back!
Fools!
It's no secret the Aretino boy is doing some ritual, trying to call the Dark Brotherhood. But who's going to
I've been
stop
looking
him?
for you.
Me?
Got something I'm
I'll
supposed to
have no
deliver.
part of that.
Your hands only. Let's see here.
Ah, a letter from the Jarl. Moving up in the world, eh?
Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Horses. All day long. Do you have any idea how dull it is?
I have to wonder. What does the Dragonborn... You come here where you're not wanted. You eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink, and you refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
But we haven't taken a side because it's not our fight.
Hey, maybe the reason these Greyskins don't help in the war is because they're Imperial spies.
Imperial spies? You can't be serious.
Maybe we'll pay you a visit tonight, little spy. We got ways of finding out what you really are.
Do you hate the Dark Elves? Are you here to bully us and tell us to leave? You've come to the wrong city, then. Windhelm's a haven of prejudice and narrow thinking, unworthy of one such as you. Nothing new there. Most of the Nords living in Windhelm don't care much for us, but Rolf is the worst by far. He likes to get drunk and walk around the Grey Quarter yelling insults at us in the small hours of the morning. Oh, a real charmer, that one. Some of these Nords will come up with any excuse to despise us. And it isn't just the Dark Elves they hate. They make a target of the Argonians as well. In fact, just about anyone who isn't a Nord is fair game for their bullying. Until next time.
Filth!
I'm a sailor on the North Wind. We're laying over in Windhelm for a while.
Got to thinking. Beyond the Dragonborn. I just don't know it yet. I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier.
Algrif won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure of that. We've intercepted couriers from Solitude. The Empire's putting a great deal of pressure on Whiterun.
And what would you have me do?
If he's
The
not with
Stormcloaks
us,
are finding victory
he's
across the
against us.
land.
He knows that. They all know that.
Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here is your reward.
You think I need to send Bolgraf a stronger message?
Travel safely. It's
If by
dangerous.
message you mean shoving a sword through his gullet.
Taking his city and leaving him in disgrace would make him more powerful.
The Imperials think we need their laws.
I'm a writer by trade. Not that the people of Skyrim do much reading.
To the days come and gone, for the age of oppression.
This here's Candlehearth Hall. Great rooms upstairs, and there's a bed for rent on the ground floor. Did you see the candle above the fire upstairs? It was lit 163 years ago, back when this building was the home of a grand warrior named Wundheim. When word came that he'd fallen, his son Durant lit the candle in his honor. Nobody knows why it still burns.
We're the children of Skyrim.
May you lose yourself in the pages of a good
And when Sovngarde beckons, every one of us dies. But this land is ours, and we'll see it wiped clean of the scourge that has sullied our hopes and our dreams.
I'm a sailor on the North Wind. We're laying over in Windhelm for a while.
You are the High King. In your great honor we drink and we sing.
Every night, I walk around the Grey Quarter and let them Greyskins know what I think of them.
The townsfolk call me captain, because I used to be a sailor.
Comes with a voice.
Need something? I'm a bard, trained at the Bard's College in Solitude. Wanderers like you should think about applying. Until next time.
I still can't believe Isabella's gone. She was such a helpful young lass. I write drama, friend. The legends and history of Skyrim made to excite and inspire. Poor Gerard Germain at the Bard's College has been waiting for my latest work, Olaf and the Dragon, for weeks now. Roads are a mess. You're sure? When you see Gerard, ask for a tip. I'm sure he'll be in a good mood after reading this. May you lose yourself in the pages of a good book.
You a dark elf. Don't like it? Too bad. This is our city. Ours! Don't think I can take you? 100 septums say I can punch you back where you came from. All right? Fists only. And none of that magic stuff either. Let's go. Come on. Never should have come here.
My money's on the big.
Is that the best you can do? Please. Kill it. That's it. That's all you've got. That wasn't a fair swing. Yeah, here. Good to see you again, friend. They're parasites. They're living in our city under our protection. But what do they do for us? Nothing. I know the High King invited them here, but he didn't ask me or anyone else first. Maybe he should have. Wouldn't surprise me. They've done nothing to help in the fight for Skyrim's freedom. Those Thalmor elves, too. I bet they're working together. Maybe I should round up some men and take us a few prisoners to interrogate.
I tell you,
Get out of my face.
Comes with a voice-wielding power of the ancient Nord art. Believe, the Dragonborn comes. It's an end to the evil of all Skyrim's foes. Beware, the Dragonborn comes. For the darkness has passed, and the legend yet grows. You'll know the Dragonborn.
If it's a mercenary you're looking for, you've found him. There's no stronger sword arm for hire in all Skyrim. Best not to walk the roads of Skyrim alone.
How can Elda hate the Dark Elves when she knows so little about them?
The townsfolk call me captain, because I used to be a sailor. There's an author named Adonato staying at the inn. He's published a few works of historical fiction. The clans Shattershield and Cruelsea see most of the gold that passes through the city. And obviously you have Ulfric, the Jarl and future High King. Oh, and that busybody Viola Giordano.
She's got her nose in everyone's business, which I guess is one way of being prominent. If you're looking to pass the time, you can give Calixto a few septims and gawk at whatever oddity he's come across lately. If you're in need of goods, there's a market. If it's a soft bed and a hot meal you're after, there's Candlehearth Hall. Terrible shame that. Seems we have a killer on the loose here in Wilhelm. He's claimed 3 victims that find that demon soon and introduce him to the headman's axe. Well, nothing. At least not anymore. Folk just call me that because of what I used to do. When I retired here in Windhelm, most folk already knew me as Captain Lonelygale, and the name just stuck. Seas. That's an old sailor's party.
How can Elda hate the Dark Elves when she knows so little about them?
I'm a sailor on the North Wind. We're laying...
Disrespect the law and you disrespect me.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, all my goods are legitimate, which is more than I can say for... I've scraped this collection together by whatever means I could. I do some business with the trade caravans, and I've picked up a number of items from adventurers like yourself. A few intrepid souls even brought some items back from Morvenskar, the fort southwest of the city. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. Do come again.
I thought the Grey Quarter... The Grey Quarter is not much to look at now.
Not a day goes by that I don't think about returning to the ancestral home of my people.
Still, even with the rough treatment we've had at the hands of Ulfric and his lot, I've got ties here. It's probably more trouble to pack up and leave than it is to stay. Besides, Amberus can't run the corner club on his own. It was a pleasure.
Apparently, some Nord women were murdered. Not sure why I should care. Things have been a lot worse around here since Ulfric took over. None of that matters to me. Until someone takes a Dunmer, I'll let Windhelm deal with its own problems. Well, you see where we have to live. This forgotten alley. All the filth from the upper quarters flows downhill, like they say. Good luck getting one of the guards to help with anything. I tried to get Ulfric to even come down here to see the squalor, but the High Lord of his mightiness couldn't find the time. Where else would we be? When the Red Mountain burned, you could scarcely breathe in Morrowind, so we came west. Windhelm was the first city on that road, and here we are. If we had known the Nords would be so unwelcoming, we may have kept walking. The College of Winterhold is the only place in Skyrim open-minded enough to teach magic. Although Ulfric's court wizard has been known to take on apprentices once in a while. If you need another drink, I'll be right here.
I thought the great...
Dunmer gets their drinks at the new Nissa's Corner Club. Why they can't just call it a tavern is beyond me.
I told you to leave my tools alone. You have yours, and I have mine.
I didn't touch it.
Hammers don't have legs.
Did you look behind the forge? I think I saw it there.
Oh, yes. Now that you mention it, I think... Sorry about that. You one of those Skyrim for the Nords types? And you're right, at least as far as I'm concerned. Don't let Ulfric or some of these other short-sighted Nords bother you. Most of us are happy to welcome newcomers. I killed a lot of High Elves in the Great War, and I didn't die. I guess that makes me a war hero. The Great War. There was nothing great about it. Thousands died on both sides. And where did it get us? Did we really save the Empire? Or did we just plant the seeds for Ulfric's uprising? And another war. Help the Dark Elves? Oh, you must have heard me talking to Malthyr. The Dark Elves live in a run-down slum called the Grey Quarter. Ulfric's content to keep it that way. I guess they think I can open Ulfric's eyes to their plight and get him to lift a finger on their behalf. I'm trying, but Ulfric is set in his ways. For him, there's two kinds of people in this world. Nords and the folk beneath them. Whenever a group of marauders attack a Nord village, Ulfric is the first to sound the horn and send the men. But a group of Dark Elf refugees gets ambushed, a group of Argonians or a Khajiit caravan, no troops, no investigation, nothing. There's a group of cutthroats out there right now that Ulfric doesn't lift a finger to bring to justice, as long as they don't threaten Nord land. That's a brave offer. I'd be happy to throw in my coin behind that. You deal with them. I'll make sure you get paid. Maybe this old soldier will throw in some lessons as well. Show those marauders.
I'd appreciate it if you don't bother my wife, Tova. She's still in mourning. Please forgive my mood.
You need anything, come see me. I'm as resourceful as I am discreet. I'm a dark elf and I live in Windhelm, so yes, I live in the Grey Quarter. You must be new around here, or you'd know they don't let my kind live anywhere outside that slum. Wherever I can find them. If you're the type who worries over where something came from, you may want to move on. Be sure to stop by Sadri's used wares in the Grey Quarter.
I've been a bit out of sorts since our daughter was taken from us.
I'd travel more, but who wants to deal with all the soldiers? Just got here from the Somerset Isles. Lots of opportunity in Skyrim. It was difficult at first. The Nords of this city are at best suspicious of outsiders. But in time, I made the right friends and proved myself useful enough that they don't give me trouble anymore. The Dark Elves are too proud and naive to understand the way things truly are, and so they continue to dwell in that slum.
I have some things that belong to my daughter, Frigga. She...
Thank you for your custom.
She won't be needing them anymore.
Oh, I see. Yes, of course, I'll take a look. Just bring them by whenever it's convenient for you.
If you're looking to get a drink, a bit of this and a bit of that. I'll see you.
Meaning to
soon, I
speak to
hope.
you, Naranya. Rumor is you've got ties to the Thieves Guild.
One should never pay too much attention to rumors, Torbjorn. You have piqued my curiosity, however. Please, do continue.
It's a bad time to be a criminal, what with these murders going on. In fact, thieves have been known to kill if there's a profit in it. This war's been hard on all of us.
Not that I'd know anything about it, of course, but it seems to me that the last thing a thieves' guild would want is to draw attention to itself.
The eyes of the law are everywhere these days. The guards are looking for a killer, but who knows what else they might turn up. Good day.
Cookware, knives, and other goods for the home, all at reasonable
Come and browse
prices.
my fine selection. Everything's fresh and delicious.
Trouble?
Working in Windhelm is great. I get to see
Everyone says you're the best smith in Skyrim. I plan to change a few months. I don't see these troubles as business. This is a labor of honor. Bring Ulfric his right. Of course I am. What do I look like, a tavern wench? Don't let my words cut you too deep. I've just been working the forge too hard, trying to set this sword right. Jarl wants it to look like an ancient blade. High Queen Fridis ruled over Windhelm in the Second Era, and her sword was legendary. Getting the real sword will be even better than making a copy, but no one wants to risk getting it from its resting place. If you find that sword, traveler, I'd be grateful.
Come and browse my fine selection.
The finest weapons and armor. Don't forget. You find... sword.